Welcome to Chapter 2, Ways to Adjust the Labor Market to the Needs of the Economy Using Social Networks. The aim of this chapter is to present the new profession on the labor market and the skills required by employers in social media area. First of all, we will speak about the new jobs that have emerged in the labor market. We live in a changing world full of new organizational, technological, and social challenges. We are in a stage in which reality asks us to develop new ways to carry out our everyday life activities. This personal challenge means thinking and acting in a different way in the professional field. The new situation is shaping new professions that will be most demanded by the labor market in the next years. The current need to adapt traditional jobs to a new productive, technological, and social context is due to the economical stagnation of the past years, arising from an economical model based on unlimited production of consumer goods. This new scenario pushed society to analyze critically the way we behave and make decisions while producing and consuming. This radical change has turned into a real social strategy that, together with the need to search new production models, has created new jobs that were inconceivable only a few years ago. Automation will entail the creation of new jobs related to the digital world and new technologies, and to what we know as creative economy. New professions on the Internet create 100,000 new jobs every year. On the other hand, in the last few years, we have witnessed the emergence of new companies and startups who need a specific set of competencies for the businesses. Nevertheless, the introduction of machines and robots into our daily life has already influenced many jobs and will cause the disappearance of many others in the next years. From now on, this fourth industrial revolution will be for highly skilled workers with a great capacity of adaptation, flexibility, and ongoing learning. Those who do not have the needed skills will be excluded. The technology market demands more multidisciplinary job profiles, professionals with a curriculum in science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Experts in web analytics, they are engineers, mathematicians, or statisticians, and are responsible for measuring audience data and advertising for a website in order to improve the brand positioning. His or her main work is mainly related to online marketing information and statistics. Information architects, they are responsible for the structure and organization of a web portal in order to improve its navigation. Information architects plan elements to make a website more accessible and work collaboratively with web developers and graphic designers. Web designers. Web designing implies knowledge of computer graphic and design programs, as well as HTML and JavaScript code. The web designer works to improve the website design and its accessibility in order to attract new users. Content editor. They are the new digital journalists. They are responsible for the content. They have to write and edit articles on different web pages, including corporate websites, online newspapers, and social media. Functional analyst His or her main task is to analyze the proper functioning of new applications to achieve their maximum performance. E-business consultant. This marketing expert analyzes companies' need on the internet and plans strategies for attracting customers through the social networks. Head of e-commerce. They are responsible for company sales online. Their job is connecting online stores with customers. Webmaster. The main function of a webmaster is to ensure that an internet portal works in a proper way. To carry out this mission successfully, he or she needs to coordinate the technical team. Internet lawyer. A lawyer specialized in new technology law and dealing with hiring online, e-commerce, digital signature, data protection, intellectual property, and content manager, general condition of web hiring, and legal aspect of domains. Online marketing director. They plan and execute all web, SEO SIM, marketing database, email, social media, and display advertising campaigns. This job position requires training in marketing, market research, statistics, sociology, etc. Product manager. This new internet job focuses on identifying new opportunities, trends, and problems in order to develop successful products. The product manager deals with sales projection and works together with the trade department. Product manager also analyzes the results obtained from products that have been already launched in the market. Database administrator. Database administrator maintains the databases that make up a company information system. He or she must be expert in information technology, having knowledge of DBMS and SQL language to optimize queries. Programmer. Creates web applications and solves problems related to their functioning. Nowadays, it is one of the most demanded job profiles. Head of ICT. They are responsible for the strategic direction, development, and management of ICT service of the company. Management service include the control of the intranet, internal and external data connectivity in terms of hardware and software, telephony, and other ICT services. Support technician. They are in charge to install, configure, and maintain the company's computer equipment, the intranet, the external and internal connectivity. They also install and maintain the necessary software daily used by the company. Trafficker. The trafficker manages, implements, and controls the traffic of a website. Community manager. The main function of a community manager consists of running the external communication of the company through social networks like Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. One of their tasks consists of fostering conversation and debate in the networks and answering to users' comments on the company. There are several specific profiles of this same job, like SMO head and the social media strategist. The main new skills required by employers are: the development of social skills has become almost a necessity, both for personal and professional growth. Social skills are part of emotional intelligence, customer orientation, empathy, negotiation, and teamwork are included in social skills. Companies have been appreciating more and more social skills in their staff members and also in candidates during the selection process. The 10 skills most appreciated by companies have been identified when hiring a new employee. The companies demand new skills to make their employees to achieve better results, to work more efficiently, and in general to increase the productivity and competitiveness of their business. There is a clear trend which places previous experiences and training, a specific management skill as negotiation and interpersonal skill, as proactivity and adaptability among the most demanded requirements. Languages. Businesses much in a globalized world made of multinational companies, agreement between companies from different countries, and a flow of import and a steady export. Linguistic knowledge is essential to increase productivity and competitiveness. Adaptability, an essential quality in the business, allowing better integration and relationship among teams, clients and suppliers. High tolerance to changes and rapid adaptation to them is a skill required by employers. Versatility, an employee with skills in different fields, who can perform jobs in several positions and cover more stages in the productive process. Financial and budgetary skills, an increasingly common trend in searching for candidates with financial management skills, regardless of training or specialization area. Currently, in this field, the demand is bigger than the offer. Proactivity. A worker is valuable when he or she takes the initiative to develop creative projects and assumes the responsibilities related to this project. Work capacity. The employee's ability to focus all his energy on a task and to carry it out even if it implies more effort than usual. Negotiating capacity. Regardless of academic education and vocational training, companies select candidates with negotiation skills and who are able to improve the cost benefit. Interpersonal skills. These skills are necessary to maintain a good atmosphere, a smooth communication, and a high level of teamwork. Relationships with customers and suppliers also benefit from workers with good social and interpersonal skills. Employer branding through social media. It is a strategy for the development of a personal brand so that it is recognized a good employer, both for current employees as to the future talents. This is achieved highlighting the features and benefits that all employee and candidate seeks in a company, such as development, personal growth, good working environment, social responsibility, or compensation plan. Today, not only is it important for a company to position its brand abroad, that is to customers, but also you must project the image of the company from the inside, involving its own employees so that they feel involved and loyal. This process is called employer branding or loyalty of human capital. Employer branding is essential to create strategies to lead executives, managers, and other professionals to feel totally committed to the company and to fully exploit their personal and professional potential. This process creates a recognition and a very important added value to the company anytime that can retain and attract the most promising professional profile in the labor market. This implies a clear improvement in the company's future growth. A proper employer branding strategy aims at improving the perception of the company among employees, increasing the level of recognition of the company, enhancing the attractiveness of the company for the stakeholders, developing a sense of belonging that enhances the retention of talented professionals, attracting and engaging new professionals to the company. Social media have acquired a prominent position. Despite of your website, a company remains the main source of information through their professional social networks like LinkedIn or YouTube, or personal social networks, Facebook, Twitter. Word of mouth has literally moved to online networks. Their recommendation and relationship have changed. In addition, information from social media are key to understand the employees' commitment, their needs and expectations. This trend should encourage companies to train their employees in using of social media in a proper way. The use of social media as a recruiting tool is a reality now for many employers. However, while social media like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn have caused a revolution in how organizations communicate with their potential candidates, the pros and the cons need to be considered carefully before planning a strategy. The use of Internet as common working tool is a reality now. The network has changed the social habits and, of course, how to access to the labor market. Social media are essential in job searching. In the past, job seekers had to spend many hours searching for vacancies in newspapers. Nowadays, they can do it using their smartphone at any time in a quick and direct way. "51% of employers use the social media to search for candidates or to post a new job offer. 30% of job seekers use Google for employment purpose, and 43% of job seekers use their mobile phone to look for a work." How do the employers use new technologies? Despite the change in the process, there are elements which remain unchanged, like searching for responsible candidates the company can rely on. By the way, 89% of employers have hired someone using LinkedIn. Does it mean that LinkedIn is the best tool to find a job? It is of course essential, but there are also other social media that can be used. Twitter as a tool for employment. Twitter is an amazing tool as long as it is used properly. It breaks the barrier of communication and allows job seekers to speak directly with recruitment managers without delivering a curriculum. Although Twitter is probably one of the best networking tools, it is needed to combine it with a blog or a LinkedIn profile. It is a tool with great potential in the job hunt. It lets you search for hashtags, in particular employment related, or even use the own hashtag job search. Facebook as a tool for employment. Facebook can be used to get a job. There are two main ways to qualify for a job through Facebook. The first is go to Facebook and search job listing and other opportunities in your network. When you find a job offer in which you are interested, you can send a message to charge that directly employs. The second way to get a job is the use of Facebook to join groups and fan pages and find people with common interests and establish contact with them. LinkedIn as a tool for employment. LinkedIn is most used tool for job seekers. LinkedIn is a good place where to be. LinkedIn is constantly updating job offers and job demands and offers the opportunity to directly contact employers, companies, and other professionals. Marketing plan for social media. What is a social media marketing plan? It's the organization, planning, and adaptation of the social media in order to establish an online communication strategy using social media. Why your business should have a correctly designed plan of social media marketing? The strong development of social networks are the answer. These new means of communication can be used by companies as a channel for their communication strategies. How to create a social media marketing plan? Before designing a social media marketing plan, you need to check the next list of questions. List of questions previous before designing a plan of social media marketing. A. Looking towards the product or services. What do we sell? Description of the product or services that we have in our business, specifying the main and the complementary. Where do we sell? Geographical area. Do we have website? Do you sell online? What has been done in the digital realm? It is a seasonal service? Time of greatest demand? Where is our current situation in the market? Where is our value proposition? How we differentiate ourselves from the competition? B. Facing the client or target audience. To who sell? Target or target that will be heading. Each of them with characteristics specified identifies your public objective in social networks. Which need are meeting with our service or product? We may have different specific services for each target audience. How are your online customers? They are internet users? They use networks? What fears or barriers can have that client? You can look in forums, blog comments, in web specialized to discover what they think of the types of services you are offering. Languages of customers. From where come from our customers? Local, national, and foreign? C. Facing the company or business. Company size and resources. What has been done so far online? Are we present in social media? Which action has been taken? D. Facing the competition. Who are the competitors online? Analyze what they do and what they offer. Use Google or other searching tools to find information on topic of your interest. Discover what are the keywords that your potential customers use to find information and look who appear in the top positions, since they will be your competitors. See how they offer their services on the web and what are their main arguments. Look at the social media they use and the way they do that. Is there any interaction? Are they active? Do they develop campaigns? Draw your own conclusions. The 10 essential steps to set up your own social media marketing plan. First, objectives. What do we get? The social media marketing plan must contribute to the achievement of the general objectives of the company. Social media, one channel more within the entire structure that makes up the plan of marketing business. Example of some business objectives are increasing sales, branding, attracting new customers, reducing costs, increasing margins, etc. Second, strategies. Which way are we going to operate? The strategies establish the way to achieve our purposes. For each objective, we will use several strategies. For example, if the objective of social media marketing plan is to get new clients, promotion and sales strategy, attractive marketing strategies, a strategy for attracting leads, etc. Third, shares. How are you going to get? In this step, we carry out all the action that are needed to implement the selected strategies. We detail action, plan a specific campaign, and organize them temporarily on our calendar. Examples: auction for the promotion and sales strategy, specific offers of our company at a specific time, competition with gifts of inputs, menus, free weekends, advertising campaigns on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Fourth, selection of channels. Where are we going to act? We decide which are the social platforms we are going to invest our efforts in. In this selection, you have to take into account 3 factors that prevent you from wasting budget. Who is your customer, and in which network he or she uses? The objectives and plan action, and the intrinsic characteristic of your service or product. Fifth, specific. For each social network planning, once you have your social channel selected, check your work plan for each channel, taking into account the specific goal that you should achieve on this specific platform. Campaigns, frequency of publication, tone. 6. Establishment and measurement of the KPIs. Once everything is in place, you need to measure the impact of your activities and estimate the percentage of success you are having for each of the proposed objectives. Defining the KPI will be useful for these measurements. 7th, selecting tools for measurement as management. Choose and select tools and Excel templates to keep sorted your data. Keep in mind that there are many tools available, so you need to know them very well in order to choose those that better suit your management and information needs. 8. Choosing the staff in charge to manage social networks. Once your social media plan has been set up, you will have to select members of your staff that will be in charge of implementing it. 9. Establishing a protocol. For cases of crisis of reputation, using social media will be very beneficial for your company, but difficult situations can arise. Establish within your social media marketing plan a protocol that has to be known by all the staff involved in the management of social media. 10. Budget. How much I am going to spend. It is important to determine the financial resources available for the social media marketing strategy. Remember that without proper investment, you will hardly get some profit.